What is going on, college baseball fans? Today we are back with some more predictions. Our super regional matchups are set. Last week we did our regional predictions, who we thought was going to come out of each region. We got about 6 out of 16 correct. The College Baseball World Series has been so crazy and so unpredictable so far, and you love to see it. It has been so much fun. Let me know down below in the comment section before we make our predictions in the super regional matchups. Do you guys want to see me live stream any of these games? Of course, I live stream during college football, college basketball. Do you guys want to see me stream during any of these super regional matchups and during the College World Series in Omaha? Let me know down below in the comment section. But let's go ahead and get started with our predictions. First up, we have Wake Forest and Alabama. This is actually, I think, the only super regional matchup that I predicted. I predicted both Wake and Alabama to come out, and Wake Forest is just something different, bro. Like, their lineup, their pitching, they have been the most dominant team pretty much all season long, and I think Wake Forest is going to beat Alabama and make it and punch their ticket to Omaha. I want to see the Deeks in Omaha. I hope they win. I think they will. They're going to dominate, and I actually think they're going to win that series in 2 games, because the super regionals, if you guys don't know, that's 2 out of 3 for each of these matchups. I think Wake wins this one in 2. I could see it going to 3. Alabama might snag one, but I think Wake's got it. Next matchup, we got Florida versus South Carolina. Up in this top section here, we got 3 SEC teams out of 4. Crazy. SEC baseball is definitely like that. But Florida versus South Carolina, I could see this series going to 3. SEC matchup here, SEC against SEC, but I do think the Florida Gators are actually going to come out and make it there to Omaha and punch their ticket. So I'm going to say Florida in 3, and then Wake Forest in 2 games over Bama. Next up, we got Stanford versus Texas, and Stanford has been playing very good, and we know that Stanford historically is just a really good baseball program, and Texas actually, surprisingly, the only Big 12 team to come out. TCU did as well. So 2 Big 12 teams to come out, but Texas has been pretty impressive there in their region, but I am going to give it to Stanford. Yet another 1 seed coming out and making it to Omaha. I am going to ride with Stanford here in this one. I'm going to say in 3, though. I think Texas actually could win like game 1, and then Stanford comes back and wins game 2 and 3 and wins the series. Next up, we got Virginia versus the Duke Blue Devils, an ACC battle here in this one. This one will be a ton of fun, and I think I'm actually going to go with my first upset pick so far in the Super Regionals. I'm going to say that Duke, as the 3 seed, upsets Virginia as the 1 seed. A little ACC battle. I'm going to say this series goes to 3 games either way, but Duke pulls it out in the end. An amazing game 3. I cannot wait to watch that series. It should be a ton of fun. Next up, we got in Baton Rouge, LSU versus Kentucky. Another SEC battle here. I'm going to say that this one's a sweep, though. I think LSU is just too good, man. I'm going to go with LSU here to win this series in 2 games. Kentucky has been pretty impressive, though. They dominated West Virginia. They came back after losing to Indiana the first time, beat Indiana 2 games in a row to make it to Super Regionals. However, now their home field advantage is gone. They're going to LSU. I'm going to have to say that the Tigers move on, punch their ticket to Omaha there as a 1 seed, defeating Kentucky. Next up, we got Oral Roberts versus Oregon. Oral Roberts, man, the only 4 seed that actually came out, and I predicted this one. I predicted Oral Roberts to come out of their region. They beat Oklahoma State earlier in the season. I was like, I think that they can do that again, and they did, and they make it to the Super Regionals, and they get up to go against Oregon. Like, they don't even have to play Vanderbilt. Like, I was so surprised. That may have been the biggest shocker to me, honestly, was not Oral Roberts coming out. It was Oregon coming out of that Nashville region. Like, I really thought Vandy had that one, and Xavier's pretty good too. Did not expect Oregon to come out, honestly. I think Oral Roberts continues their little Cinderella run here. I think this series is definitely going to 3. One of the series I'm most excited about, probably the second most to the one that we're going to talk about next, but I'm going to say Oral Roberts wins this series in 3 games. Just with the momentum, the bats are connecting, they get a lot of runs. Game 3, they punch their ticket to Omaha and defeat the Oregon Ducks. So we got 2 more series to predict here. We got Tennessee versus Southern Miss. And if you guys have been following the trend over the past couple of years, Mississippi State won the College Baseball World Series 2 years ago. Ole Miss won it last year. Can we see 3 different schools from the state of Mississippi win it 3 years in a row, and all 3 different teams? That would be insane, and Southern Miss is still in it, and they are still fighting, and I'm honestly rooting for them. And Tennessee has been playing in some amazing games, dude. Like that Tennessee-Clemson game that went to, I think, 14 or 15 innings, that was amazing to watch. One of my favorite, probably the best game that I've watched in the College Baseball World Series so far. And Tennessee, Southern Miss, I'm gonna be a Southern Miss homer now. My team, West Virginia, is out, so I'm cheering for Southern Miss. I would love to see 3 different teams from Mississippi win it 3 years in a row. I think that would be really cool. I'm gonna have Southern Miss win this series in 3 games over Tennessee. This is the series I'm most excited to watch in the Super Regionals. So Southern Miss coming out, they stay fighting and make it to Omaha. Last series, we do have Indiana State versus TCU. TCU has been a very good surprise, and I said in my regional predictions that I thought Arkansas was going to come out of that region. Arkansas has been playing really good, but they kind of sold a little bit. But I did say watch out for TCU, dude, because I watched a lot of Big 12 baseball this season. Like I said, I am a West Virginia fan, and TCU can be a little bit sneaky, along with Texas Tech, and Texas Tech was kind of making a little bit of noise there as well. They didn't make it super regionals, but they were making a little bit of noise. But TCU is definitely, like, keep your eye out on them, and they did it. They came out of the Fayetteville region, and they have to face Indiana State. And Indiana State, they've been playing pretty good as of late. I do kind of feel like their region was not that strong, though. Like, North Carolina, I actually thought could come out of that region. Like, North Carolina is usually pretty good. They make some runs, but I feel like Indiana State's region wasn't that tough, and for that reason, I'm going to go with a little bit of an upset here. I'm going to take the TCU Horned Frogs to be the only Big 12 team I have making it to Omaha, because I did have Texas losing to Stanford. So those are my predictions. Oh yeah, and I have to say, Indiana State TCU, I feel like that feels like it's going to go to 3. I feel like that series is going to go to 3 games. I'm going to give it to TCU over the Sycamores there of Indiana State. But that is going to do it for my predictions. Let me know who you guys think at this point is your favorite to not only make it to the to Omaha, but win the entire championship this year. Let me know down below in the comment section. Right now, it's looking like Wake Forest might be the favorites. I mean, obviously they are the number 1 overall seed, but they have just been dominating, man, and they just look real dominant. But I would say Southern Miss is who I'm cheering for to win it all. I think it would be a really cool story. I'd love to cheer for like non-Power 5 conference teams in any sport, unless it's, my own team. So, but yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, guys, let me know if you guys want to see, whenever we do find out who makes it to Omaha, if you guys want to see my predictions there. So that's going to do it for this video, and yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching.